Good morning, YouTube. Today is March 16th, 2020. We are now online at TSU. Many people are staying home willingly. I'm starting office duty at my job. We're online now with my students, and I'm meeting with them via Zoom today. But I just wanted to make this quick video because I did not make one for February, and I finally figured out what I wanted to talk about. And it happened in stages, I guess. First being a few weeks ago, I stopped working at my part-time job. But right before I left there, I spilled something all over the floor. And of course, I had to clean it up. So that made me a little bit late to clock out. The next stage, or the next revelation, happened when we recently, after we had the tornadoes and storms that came through Middle Tennessee and surrounding areas. But the fact that I'm in Nashville and we were affected, in a lot of ways. I think that it left a wake-up call for a lot of people. That spillover, that the emotional wreckage and also the physical wreckage that was left behind. Many people were left wondering. That was part of my stage 2. I made some moves. I went out of town very quickly, came back and did some relief work. But I was still not connected, to the source. I wasn't connected to myself and centered. Third stage happened this morning. Here I am, laptop in hand, purse on my shoulder, an open container or an open teacup of tea and a bowl of cereal, of course, that I'm going to try to eat on the way to school. As I was trying to lock the door, what happened? I spilled the bowl of cereal, or I dropped it at least. And so the cereal drops, it lands right on its bottom. Flakes and milk, almond milk, go all over the floor. And I'm like, really? And my answer was yes. So I proceeded to take what was dry to the car, leave that on the floor, and then go back up and grab a towel and start cleaning. And what struck me about this particular spill was the fact that the bowl was, of course, is a plastic bowl, so it landed on its bottom. Yes, there were things around I had to clean up, but it landed on its bottom. The spoon landed upside down, no problem, right? It definitely was a strong metaphor for life for me. No matter what the spills are, you can still land standing up, standing on your feet, standing in your path, secure and affirmed. And I was left with 2 other thoughts about spills, just because I think I've had this reoccurring thought in the last few years, and I really appreciate the space for this meditation or encouragement. Number 1, a spill allows for that area to be reinvested in, allows for that area to be cleaned up, to be polished, especially if it's been neglected. I don't always clean up that front area where I come and go. It becomes neglected, right? And when something becomes neglected, what happens? It loses its shine. It doesn't look the same, right? And we don't accept it in the same way. So that spill allowed me to reinvest and take care for that little space in front of the door. And I think it was a wake-up call for me to reinvest. What can I give? What do I need? How can I share in a better way, in better light, to others, to family, to friends? That was number 1. Number 2, it gives space for us to reinvent, to rediscover, to revise, re-envision what we want for our life. the many R's, you name it, rebirth who we are, right? Come back to center, refocus. So in that moment of cleaning, what do I want the space to be? Like, what do I want my heart to speak to you or to others, to myself? You know, what am I saying to myself that's not true? That is not adding value, that is not helping me along this journey. And if I can find that and highlight it, that means I can take that out, right? And I can put something else in. So the idea of this spill really excited me today because I felt like I recently have let my emotions spill over way too much. For one, because I wasn't centered, I wasn't refocusing, I wasn't investing in them properly. And so I encourage you that when you feel that tug, or when you feel that something is not quite right, try to figure out what it is. It doesn't have to be a major change or a major event. It can be something small that can allow you to move closer to your potential and closer to your truest and best self. And that's all I have. I hope it's a good day. I hope everyone stays safe, stays well, stays connected to the source. Pray often, renew your spirit as much as possible, and breathe. Take care.